Welcome back to Table Talk. I would like to introduce our first guest, Mr. Franklin Cammack and Jacey Brady from the Grundy County FBLA Club. Welcome to you both.
Thank you for having us.
Great. I'm so happy that you were able to come down the mountain and join us for this segment today because you guys have a lot going on. Let's talk first about the year that you've had, that the club has had this year. Tell us about that.
So FBLA is a business organization. It's actually the largest business organization in the nation. And this year we had 34 students head to state competition, and of those 34, 21 of them walked away with placing. It's the most successful year that we've ever had as a organization. In years past, we have taken the same amount of students to state, usually ranging between 30 to 40. And just this year, they have worked and dedicated themselves to reaching nationals, and they've accomplished that goal.
Well, I was going to ask you what you attribute to the difference in this year. Maybe the students are just more aggressive, more competitive as far as that goes?
It's going to be a lot of their growing. Last year, we had a lot of seniors. Well, actually, we only had a few seniors graduate out, and it was a very young chapter. Mm-hmm. This year they're hitting their strides. They're juniors. We have several seniors this time around, and it's the experience that they've been able to get at past conferences that they've been able to bring that experience to this year.
So they've built upon what they've learned in the past, and
exactly,
yeah, making them a very strong team. So FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America, high school kids, what do you do, Jacey, in the club?
Well, basically you compete. There's different events that you can compete in. You know, there's events that revolve around computers. There's events that revolve around marketing and financing, public speaking, role plays, objective testing. You know, there's a little bit of something for everybody.
Well, I was going to ask, you know, as far as preparing for nationals, how do you prepare for something like that?
I compete in parliamentary procedures with a team of 4 others, and every Wednesday up until state conference we would stay after school and just practice our scripts and just study the test and just, you know, try to get familiar with the information. And so
tell me though, what are parliamentary procedures?
It's like how meetings are ruled. It's like all the rules that you need to follow, and you know, just
to conduct a professional meeting. And I was really interested in all the topics that you guys compete in.
There's a lot.
Everything from marketing to you know, just any kind of business topic. That sounds like it would be really helpful in preparing for jobs in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
So you guys are really probably putting your best effort out for that, for jobs and things like that. So tell us about the fundraisers coming up that because you've got a big trip. Tell us about your trip first.
So Nationals this year is in Anaheim, California. Anaheim is on a rotation every 4 years. So since I've been teaching, this is my 11th year teaching, this will be our 3rd trip to Anaheim. The first time we went, I took 2 students. The second time I went, I took 3, and then this year we have 19 who's qualified to be able to go. Not all of them will want to go, but I think that's also been a key contributing factor to these students working as hard as they are. It's California.
Great trip, yes.
Yes, I'm very.
So we have to raise roughly $22,000 to be able to send this many kids to competition. And that is everything from the registration, airfare, and the hotels. We're not worrying about food. We're not worrying about playtime while we're there. I mean, what we're fundraising for is just to get them there before they can compete. Mm-hmm. Anything else, if it happens, it happens. Mm-hmm. So we have an annual fundraiser up on the mountain. I also work for another company called Brain Blast Trivia, and they do shows in the local area, not only trivia, but what is called Opinionation, which is a survey game. We've surveyed 100 people. We have the answers. And so on April the 28th at 6 o'clock at Grundy County High School, we're going to be doing a spaghetti dinner and Opinionation.
Mm-hmm. And what are the ticket prices for this?
The tickets are $15 a piece, but that does get you your spaghetti dinner, salad, desserts, and then it will get you 2 games of Opinionation. You come as a group. Teams can be anywhere from granny all by herself wanting to play to, you know, the whole family of 8, 9, 10. We're not putting a cap on the size of the teams.
So I'm with you. I see that like a group, say there's 4 people that wants to come and participate, they basically sign up for a team and come that night, and you, I guess it goes as long as you have teams that are wanting to compete.
Say we'll do the 2 full games. The way it works is I'll ask the survey question. As a table, they'll come up with their answer, try to get that number 1. And depending upon how they score in the top 5, that team will earn points. And then at the very end of the game, whichever family or whatever team has, whatever family or team that has scored the most points will end up winning that particular game. The first one is going to be for gift certificates for restaurants in the local area, not only on the mountain, but Manchester, Tullahoma, Winchester. And then the second game will be for cash prizes.
Oh, okay. Are you playing the role of Steve Harvey in this?
I will be the Steve Harvey.
Okay. He's hilarious. Love him. He does a great job with that similar show that you're talking about. So tell us too about, you know, I know that's a lot of money to get to raise, and that's a big undertaking. And if someone wants to contribute, say they cannot come to the show that night, what other ways can they contribute?
We're also collecting sponsorships. Those can be addressed to Grundy County FBLA and just sent to the high school. Or if they would really like to talk in person, they can always contact me through the school, or they can contact me via email. That email address is fcammack, CAMMACK, at grundyk12.com. And from there, we can sit back and schedule a meeting place. I can bring some of the students. We can talk about what's going on. Or if you just simply wanted to donate to the organization, I mean, that's perfectly okay as well.
What a great thing to donate to help these kids go get this experience. I mean, would encourage, you know, all of the businesses in our area and our territory to look into that, because these kids are really, they may be your future employees one year. We're hoping to keep kids like Jacey here, and that's a great experience for them.
And at this point, they're no longer just representing Grundy County. I mean, they're representing the state of Tennessee at this national conference. And anytime you can hear Tennessee get announced, I mean, it's a huge accomplishment for these students.
So tell us about the impact that a trip like this has on high school students.
Well, this year in particular, with it being California, a lot of the students are looking at this like a once-in-a-lifetime trip. I've had students in the past that when we took them to even state competition in Chattanooga, they looked at me and said, "This is my first time staying in a hotel." I had a student several years back who had never actually been out of state, and she made it to nationals, and we took her to Florida. The entire trip was just a year of first for her. It's the first time out of state, first time seeing the beach. The first time that year, it was in Orlando, so it was the first time going to Disney, roller coasters. It was life-changing for her.
Yeah, kind of gets to see how big the world is and how much of it there is to participate in, and probably very inspiring to see that many other students her age all competing.
Roughly, national competition hosts somewhere between 12 to 14,000 students from across the nation.
Wow, that's a huge number.
And we have noticed over the past few years that it's not only nationals, the U.S., but we have seen participants from Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and for the first time last year, China.
Wow. So what's going to be your favorite part about getting to go to California?
I mean, California, like, it's California. I don't know. I've always wanted to travel to California. You know, whenever I was a freshman, I'd never left the state, like you mentioned. I was one of those students, and so I made it to nationals my freshman year, which was held in Chicago, and it was life-changing. I was so timid, and then whenever I got there, I just like completely broke out of my shell, and I bonded with, you know, everyone who came from Grundy and just other Tennesseans, because we were all there to, you know, show that
hey, that you've got something to contribute to the business world.
Yeah, and you know, it introduced me to my love of travel. I love traveling now. I never thought I would leave home, and now I just love traveling. And I made memories that I'm going to remember, hopefully, until I
And
die,
was that
so.
your first time flying?
Oh, no, we actually drove 12
Okay,
hours, so that was an
wow.
experience as well. That was.
Now,
but it was
we're
fun.
going to have you in mind in our thoughts and prayers for keeping up with this many children in
Thank you.
California.
So I'm looking at the travel schedule right now, and if we were to fly out with what Southwest gave us, we'd be leaving about 5 o'clock from the airport. So we're looking at 2 o'clock Grundy County leave time.
Oh, goodness.
And I'm thinking, okay, connecting flights, how am I going to get them from point A to point B?
That's a lot of students to be that responsible for, but I have to say, if you're a good representative of your class,
Thank you.
so I'm sure they'll be a joy to take and watch grow in this.
Yeah, I think, you know, joining FBLA and just being surrounded by all these people, you just change your mindset. So I'm not really worried about people going wild because I feel like it's going to be pretty professional and everyone's going to respect.
Well, good. Well, you look us up in a few more years and we may have a job for you.
Oh, thank
You
you.
can school us in parliamentary procedures. Well, thank you both for being on the show today. We
Thank
wish you
you.
the best of luck with your fundraising and safe travels with your trip.
Thank you.
That's all for this segment. Come back after this break for Brian's interview with Miss Ann Brown on all the great events going on at the Warren County Farmers Market this year.